What is TDS? So TDS stands for tax deduction at source. So it stands for tax deduction at source. It is a direct tax. It will be collected from the source of income at the time of paying. So here, when you make a certain nature of payment of income to any particular individuals or a companies, you should deduct certain particular tax. So that we call as tax deduction at source. So it will be deducted on certain percentage, so given by the department. So this we call TDS. So why TDS has been implemented? So we already have the direct taxes, right? We have income tax, corporate tax, etc. Again, why the TDS has been implemented? The main purpose of TDS implementation is mainly to avoid skipping of tax paying and to maintain the stable revenue to the department. So there are chances to skip the taxes. To avoid that particular chances of skipping tax, so TDS has been implemented. So while giving income to the party hand on a specific income, on a specific nature of payment, it will be get deducted by the payer itself. Who pays the income? So on that you will deduct and remaining you will pay to the payee. So this is TDS, and for this purpose we introduce the TDS. The terminologies involved in TDS, so mainly, so we should know who is deductor, who is deductee, and what is nature of payment. So here, so any person who making a nature of payment to anyone, assume I'm taking a building for rent, now I'm paying the rent to particular the building owner. So now I'm the person who have to pay the income of the particular building owner. So here I have to pay certain amount. While paying the certain amount, what I will do, I'll deduct certain amount as a tax and I'll pay to department directly as a TDS tax. So here now I'm the person who have to pay the source of income to my particular building owner. So now I'm the person who pay. So before paying, I'll deduct the TDS amount, right? So I am called as deductor. So who deduct the TDS while making a certain nature of payment is called as deductor. So I am the deductor, and to whom I am making a payment, like the party who receiving the income, that is the income receiving from me. So the party who collecting the particular tax after deduction of tax, so he called as deductee. The party, the building owner receiving the amount from me after deduction of TDS, that party is called as deductee. So the person who deduct TDS is called deductor, from whom TDS has been deducted is called as deductee. The next, the nature of payments. So department has given the certain nature of payments. While doing those payments, yes, the party who paying the particular amount, the particular income, so the deductor will become the responsible to deduct the TDS. So any person who paying the certain income, so as I told you, will become the deductor. So if the source of income comes in a specific nature, so that we call nature of payments. So who should register mandatorily under TDS? So here, so who and all have to register under TDS and they have to deduct the TDS amount. So we'll see one by one. So mainly in case the party is an individual, assume that as I told now, I have to pay rent to the building owner. Assume that I am the individual. So if I'm individual or HUF, I should check that my preceding previous year turnover. The preceding previous year turnover we have to check. So in case that preceding previous year turnover is 1 crore and I'm running a business, at that time, yes, I should register under TDS and how to deduct the TDS while making a payment of certain nature of payments. In case I am the individual or HUF and I'm not doing a business, so I'm doing a profession, at that time, I should check the turnover. If it's crossed the 50 lakhs in the preceding financial year or preceding previous year, then I'll be responsible to register under TDS and I should deduct the TDS while making certain nature of payments. So these two we have to look up in the case of individual or HUF. So however, the common parties, so who and all make a certain nature of payments irrespective of their preceding previous year, the turnover, they should register under TDS. So we can see on the display the first and foremost who pays salaries under section 192. So they should register under TDS and they should deduct the TDS while making a payment of salary irrespective of any threshold limit. So second one is that we have payment to non-residents. So anyone making any nature of payments to the non-residents, yes, they should register under TDS and they should deduct TDS before making a payment to the non-residents of India, and they should deposit to department. Next party we have that the payment under section 194 AI for the purchase of immovable property. So for the purpose of any immovable property making a payment, at that time also when you are the particular purchasing the particular immovable property, you have to pay certain amount. So you also should register under TDS, and while making a payment of certain amount, deduct TDS and pay to department. So next, who pays rent on building, machinery, equipment, etc. They should register under TDS. So these are the parties who should register mandatorily under TDS irrespective of threshold limit of preceding previous year. So here, as you came to know, in the individual case, what is applicable? In case, I'm the company, I'm running a company, I'm not an individual. So we have a company or we have a partnership firm. Then how? So here, any company, so paying a salaries or any company which is running irrespective of any turnover, they should register under TDS, and while making certain nature of payments, they should deduct the TDS and they have to pay to department. So here, the most commonly used TDS nature of payments are what? So we have n number of the TDS nature of payments. So most commonly used TDS nature of payments are, so you can see that the rent. So who paying a rent on that, they should deduct the TDS. So rent. So second one, that payment to contractors. So when we make a payment to any contractors, so or we paying to any particular advertising service, we're taking an advertising service from any company for that, or we taken any particular service from the subcontractor. So against that service, we're making a payment. So yes, so this is the most commonly used nature of payment. The next we have salaries. So yes, even the TDS and salaries is the most commonly used nature of payment. So on salaries, TDS will be get deducted. Next, we have the on commissions. So when we pay certain commissions, certain nature of payments here, so even this is the common nature of payment in the TDS. So TDS will be applicable on this particular nature of payment. And finally, on professional fee. So this is also the one of the commonly used nature of payment when the professional fee has been paid to any professionals. So at that time, we will deduct the TDS. So this is all about the core part of TDS. So thank you one and all. See you in next class.